Hello everyone, welcome back. Okay, today I was up the garden a bit. I was watering my trees and I was pulling out some weeds and stuff that were up the top of the bank. And there's a few different plastic pots up there which were kind of covered in weeds. So I was emptying them out and stuff like that. And in one of them was this little oak tree. I obviously planted acorns at some stage, forgot about them. So, or an acorn. So I don't know how it's still alive because you couldn't even see it with all the weeds. I was pulling all the stuff out. The weeds were covering it. That I found it. So, obviously the pot I was in a bad way, full of weeds and that. So I pulled it out, and I'm just going to pot it up into another small pot. I'll just put it in there for the time being while I was finishing what I was doing. So we'll get this pot up before I start on the main work today. I'm just gonna, fly's got in here now, it's gonna annoy me. Loosening off, trying to get rid of any weed roots. Just up my bank at the top. There was quite a few little pots and things with nothing in them really, but they've just been left up there, and the weeds were starting to grow over everything. They were just all plastic pots and things, just training pots. The weeds were growing over them all, and some had cuttings in them and stuff like that. And so I got a couple of them out and potted them up, but this guy was completely covered. Just happened to notice the leaf poking out, and I was emptying it out. Okay, so it's got a pretty weird looking root base. Let me just get rid of this. Okay, I think we can probably get rid of the acorn now. It's done its job. Yeah, it's got a bit of a twisty on it. You can see on the root. So what do we do with it? Do I trim that root off, or do we keep it as a kind of a bit of a feature of it? Or I just plant it for now. Prune the root off, I suppose. Prune it back anyway. That if it lives, it lives. It's definitely going to die where it was, even though it was growing. I wouldn't have seen it to water it or anything. Maybe if we just chop the root there for now, and we'll just plant that bit. Plant that as is. I'll just put it in a small pot. So I've got this little brown pot, so I'll just put it in there. Should be okay now. I find if you put them in small pots, they do tend to, you can keep them quite a while in small pots. I do have a couple in some small pots. Get a bit of soil. turn the light off in a minute and open the door to get rid of this fly. So I'll just stick him in the shade now and make sure it's well watered. See how he gets on, if he survives or not. He may struggle this year, but he'll probably come back next year if he does. Okay, I'm going to open the door and let this fly out. And while I'm doing that, I'll get the other little tree that I have, little oak that I grew. Okay, I think he's gone. I should just put that over there. I got this little table. I got it ages ago. See, it's a little folding camping kind of table. I got it at the car boot sale. It's brand new. Got it for like €5, so it's a handy table. I forgot I had it. Okay, so this is one it's been in this little acorn pot for a couple of years now. You can see it's still doing okay now. Since I brought it in, I'm thinking I might get rid of this big ugly long branch. So I'm going to take it back to here. Chop it back. It's kind of a bit of a weird looking branch. Get rid of some of these weeds out of it. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised how well this has been growing. It's like I said, it's been in this pot for probably 2 years now. I do keep it on a bed of gravel, and every now and again I have to trim the roots, but roots seem to be solid in there. So yeah, that's just a little one that's been in there for a couple of years. And I also have this one, another little one I grew from was acorn. This is the one that I took out of my Hobbit house. So this is the one that I have up on top of the Hobbit house, if you've seen that video. I took it out because the leaves were a bit big. And just plant it up in here by itself now. You see it's doing quite big, the leaves and that. Could take off that top maybe, that top branch. If I take this one off, this one will probably strengthen up because it's on the top. I think I will. I'll take that back. So leave a little room for a dieback. Get rid of that. And now this one should grow a bit stronger. So we'll see how they go. Okay, so we'll put these out and then we'll bring in another tree that I want to work on. The next one is going to be this. Fix that a little bit. This little forest. These are all goat willow that I just collect around the place. They literally grow. I could take you out now and show you. There's little ones shooting up all in my pots everywhere. They just seem to grow like weeds here. So these are just ones I've collected over the years. But as you can see, these ones at the back here are starting to get very wispy looking. They do like a lot of moisture. So I think I might have to sit this in some sort of tray. As you can see, they're kind of drying out. It's dropped leaves. where they've dried out a bit. So I'm going to prune it back, and then like that maybe put it into a tray of water so it can get a bit more moisture going on. I want to kind of prune it because I don't want all these branches taken off and then they end up weakening the branches behind. You can see here it's all gone bare because all the energy and what moisture is sucking up is growing into these longer extensions. So we'll get rid of them. They're definitely been too dry. I'll have to really, the soil feels wet on top. It's probably not as wet as it looks. Everybody probably has their own weeds in their garden which they have to deal with, and they have ones which are a plague from, and mine are these wood sorrel. Every part gets them. Okay, you've got this low branch here. Not going to be overly fussy because I do the branch pruning and selection more when they lose the leaves. They lose the leaves for the winter, and you can go in there and prune them back to which branches you prefer. You can see up here these are getting really wispy. Try and push some of that energy back into the tree. Here. Okay, it's looking a little bit tidier now. Couple still in here there. Crossing over, but yeah, we'll have to give it a bit more of a try and get more water into it. So we've got a bit of moisture in there, but trees are definitely suffering a bit. Now they do tend to do this each year, and they might be in too much sun, so maybe Should put them a bit more in the shade. These are in full sun. Probably, if I can maybe move them to somewhere where they get a bit more shade during the hot time of the day. These are out in the full sun the hottest time. I suppose since we have it, we'll just redo the path, since it's all kind of non-existent at the moment. A lot of debris and stuff. Kind of, in a way, don't mind having all these dead leaves and things kicking about. It kind of makes it a little bit more authentic looking. You know, it's what a forest would look like. Forest floor, a lot of dead leaves and things. Now if you start making it too clean looking, it's nice to have it all clean, masked and everything, but it starts to look a little bit kind of artificial then. You get a few leaves and dead leaves and that. Right, I'll just put a little bit of, I'll put some of this down there, very fine stuff. It's just a kind of a quick job just because it's in here. It's too hot to be in here now weeding and stuff. Do all my weeding outside afterwards. Because that's kind of got them paths done. Just put a bit on path up here as well, just where the bar comes up. Put him back up there. That's basically it really. I just wanted to get that trimmed because I keep passing it and it's kind of been annoying me a bit. It's all growing out. I'll have a look and see if I can find a space where I can swap it for another tree, maybe something that I can put in full sun and put this one a bit more in the shade. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so I think we'll leave it there for this one. I'll keep you updated. Hopefully it'll be okay. Well, I know it will be. They do this, the leaves go yellow and that, especially if you don't trim them. The inner leaves all start dropping off, but yeah, they always recover. I've had them, not these ones, but I've had other ones of these that have dried out completely and lost all their leaves, burnt like crisps on them, and as soon as you water them again they just start growing again. Okay, so we'll put it back out and we'll leave it at that. So as always guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that stuff, and we'll see you on the next one.